Action. Yo. What up? At this day, it's upset because it's been long.
Months.
We haven't been doing the podcast for months.
It's been almost a year.
Our partners, we shoot the visuals, they've been busy, they've been booked. Been shooting movies for Netflix.
Yeah.
Shout out to creatives online.
Big things coming.
There's a Netflix coming. Netflix special, right?
Yeah, Netflix special.
We're
proud of these guys.
Proud of these guys.
But now
They've
we're
been
back.
doing big things.
We're back online.
Knowledge is back.
Yeah.
All black. Shit.
Genius.
Yo.
Genius.
But yo, welcome back to the podcast, boys. Hey, untitled podcast, the podcast, boys.
I don't even remember now. But anyway,
Yo,
we're
welcome
back.
back to the untitled podcast, hang out with the podcast, boys.
Shit.
Stop. I would have loved my podcast, boys. Niggas, that's
It's
what we
amazing.
do. And today it's a special show.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful
It's
day.
an amazing day.
It's amazing. We're joined by two multi-talented superstars. Hit-making superstars. Certified classics.
Professionals.
Koloi boys.
You know,
Pride in here.
pride in here. These guys have got too many accolades under their belts.
Under their belts.
Shut. And they're from Zimbabwe. We don't say Bulawayo, they're from Zimbabwe.
I mean, Murphy just flew in from SA, yeah?
Yeah.
Went in from SA.
Yeah, I just came through big in Penduge last week.
Just for this podcast.
Just for the podcast. MJ to cancel his tour for the podcast.
Yeah, man. Ish.
Oh,
You
good
only
choice,
have to pay me now.
Which tour?
but yeah,
The tour.
It's called him between the sheets.
in between the sheets.
Between the sheets.
It's crazy because I say MJ. I don't want to imagine the superstar really.
Guys, looking for inspiration.
It's a sign.
But we're back and we're about to get into it. So we're joined by MJ Sings. Government name, company.
Sespad.
I like that.
Let's keep it for Wikipedia.
Let's start it off with the challenge. And if you can find out MJ's government name and post it, my comments lap.
Sounding shish.
Yeah.
From Happy Heaven.
Bro, no.
Sponsored by Happily Heaven.
This shisha came from Happy Heaven.
Coming straight to you.
And I
Government
want,
name.
bit by bit, we're getting my endorsements.
Nigga is selling me out.
But I want here.
We've got
How was
MJ
that,
Sings, multi-talented singer, songwriter. This guy is just amazing.
Yeah.
Then next to me, talk guy. You can see the waves. You see the waves?
Hey, bro, making people feel sick.
Hey.
What's that cool? Which is this?
Hauna mtasa.
First things first, I think to start off the conversation, Murphy, that's the funny thing about, I always tell you the funniest thing about Murphy. Murphy, I found like school, primary school, deep in the Kero,
Yeah.
at Manonjwan.
Shit.
They actually know him as Murphy, we knew him as Kesani.
I know my name. That's all right, my name.
And the funniest thing about Murphy,
Yeah.
Murphy, I think Murphy was more great one. I'll be from grade, I think I'll be grade
4 or 5.
4-5, right?
Yeah.
4-5. Grade 7. There was one particular incident that broke my heart. Murphy was my boy with tights. There was a girl called No.
Why is
Saying, we turn around away in Tuara.
I do, you know.
Just one day. Now you come best trade, actually.
Just
I
one
think
thing.
come a following day. Hey, remember about your Mcebisi so.
Yeah.
Hey, Lama Lim, RIP Mcebisi. Mcebisi wa tsira wa ta. Chekungiyeko lapha. Hey, Murphy pegeze ditshera yakho ya mahaka.
Ngam bro. Very hard to certify
but
everything.
you know, today, primary school, hard. Very it's hard.
Hey, very hard
It's a
when I
huge thing.
see go out to smash it.
Hey,
I got to fuck remember it's ditshera. But I know it's cool.
But you've got to give it to
Then
him.
years later, when Edward started making music,
Yeah.
that's a no, the Murphy.
Okay, you know. So it's been a
Wait.
It's been a chain.
You found out later when you saw Edward
What?
sends the music.
No. Mina, I pushed this guy to go to the studio.
To go to the studio, yeah.
Then
But
I
you
told
know it
him,
was Murphy.
no, Umefi, I knew that I
Yeah.
was making music because
Okay.
I knew about it from Nathan.
Nathan,
Oh.
yeah.
Because Nathan was too much about culture. Nathan right on the culture.
Yeah.
Nathan we check, I check put on my toes, I tune on my beat, check, yabo. Then later on, I think also like you had a studio in town or something.
Yeah, studio.
That's when
you
niggas linked up.
Yeah.
But already they very class and when's music.
I started after high school. Right after high school. 2013, 2014. You can't catch up.
Papa would decide to let me start making music. It was
into the school as a boy, bro. I was like, I'm joking, but yeah, I started DJing when I was in high school. So back in school, they called me DJ Kent. I was like, fuck, this is
DJ Kent from what? Dancing.
No, imagine like they called me DJ Kent because of the type he style as I'm going to teach. But they didn't know with DJ Kent. We share the same name.
For real?
You see, so yeah, I was like, let me also tell my story through music. That's like price at the mission here. Yo, that's that time.
The odds.
So imagine.
But who figured Mr. Masal?
So that's how she didn't
Go
know.
away with me.
She only saw after say like when she comes back when okay the guy is going out for my bookings here and there.
But my bookings are better.
Yeah, I thought better. Almost I want to carry this because I used to DJ high schools and some primary schools etc. But then you were also Twitch engine. Totally grocery and they're like, okay, at least he's doing something.
This is doing something.
Yeah, it's something that you love.
But also you need to give gratitude to Masad.
Yeah.
Because with some parents, but they can't just come up and say, yo, I mean, I'm music and sing. In music.
Yeah, man. I'm grateful, man, because Masad, like, imagine Nathan is doing photography. Right? I mean, I'm doing music.
And it's rare to find in a setting.
Yeah,
as in Zim.
Yeah.
And Zim pera was afuna after 7 zema industry.
Bro.
I was pana go cargo ngale tell for us.
Yeah,
it's hard for parents to accept it like that. You can actually make a living of music.
Yeah.
Then shout out to your parents for that.
At what point did you decide I want to let go of everything else and just focus on music?
My dreams was that I maybe want to be a doctor.
No, I wanted to be an electrician. That was a funny thing. Imagine, I was so obsessed with those things, like, but then I was like, very equal.
But did you do anything close to electricity?
I did a bit of sciences in school, but still I passed in physics. Funny thing is, I was busy passing, biology and other things.
But physics,
yeah. That's why I was like, bro. But for music, I think, because the thing is, what was the setback like, so we faced a financial situation,
and you
so,
to step up.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, let me do something that I love.
That's dope.
That's something that I can.
That's at what age?
That was like what, 18, 19.
That's dope.
Yeah. So from there, I was like focusing on music. Bro, I used to walk, bro.
Because yeah.
From town to PF, bro. To Nitefreak's place, just to go
in
there. You see, just to go in there.
So when you learned production from Nitefreak?
Yeah, Nitefreak was the first name.
It was one of those that I remember.
Yeah, it was crazy because I link up on Umchit. Umchit was supposed to send the bill to Nitefreak.
Yeah.
The Nitefreak, what? I'm for the potential. In Nitefreak, going off with anyone like to teach them. It was lucky me for Umchit. You know what?
Shout out Nitefreak.
Shout out to Nitefreak. Yeah, shout out to Nitefreak.
He's a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's a legend in the making.
Yeah. He's already
in the making. We can't say he's a legend.
No, remember Banana
He's a living legend.
Remember Banana Life is barely impressed about what it does. We are complete the last interview that we had.
Yeah.
Nitefreak, Jake killing it. Remember Abraham, I'm not yet killing him.
Yeah.
Because then I think for him it's about reaching like crazy heights.
Yeah, I think
because I saw his show. I play away in Kenya. That was crazy, bro. That was pegged. People were vibing to his shit. And also was it carnival. He's doing all these kinds of things. But shout out Nitefreak.
To him. We're happy for him.
Yeah, shout out.
And we're also happy that he managed to give
you know,
reason.
Yeah. Because much walking all those ways. He's not gonna get a PF me and a PC pretty much. And you're learning from his stuff like and then to also seeing I'm a get I'm chilling and just not much time. So but the cool part when you're seeing someone that taught you like I said I'm gonna figure out where I wanna go, but
like, you've been pushing.
Yeah.
Then also who's the first artist on producing go?
First. Guy called Tooth Rodney. He was
the
the only artist. I don't know, bro. He's really in the hood. Actually, he had a song with Uma E from Cash Time. He pushed, hopefully they don't leave him too because ETC 3 protection, obvious, but
Did you make money off the song?
Brian,
it was one of those.
It was one of those, you know, when you're
young,
starting, like, you know, when you have an artist and then you're trying to put your name out there. But then you obviously start getting a few clients here and there. But yeah, man. And then our first big one was I worked with DJ Kunis on a song. We're talking about the disco, but I did a song for production for Kunis, Single KO in Lonkenville. So that was a first time producer to SA.
It was Ghost Production.
Yeah.
So it's like you produce, but you don't
put your name.
Yeah. Okay, your producer then to take it beat.
Yeah.
So that was your first time getting like actual money.
Actual money.
I'm talking about 5 past.
No, I 10K rents. That was the first big thing.
10,000 rand cash.
That first time, bro. Like, you know, and the people around the funny. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
But also, it's sort of like motivates you to.
Yeah, then you start.
The 10,000 because now you start seeing maybe I can actually make more. Make more money.
Yeah, because imagine then you're young and I got the equipment and this and stuff. And that time I think we're working for someone. So imagine then you boom, so sevens are the muntu, you know, you've been looking up to, and then you have to go to KO and that's all. So you're like, okay,
where's KO, bro?
KO, bro. You understand?
And he's still in the game.
You know, KO, Lonkenville on the
but then
side.
also the craziest thing, what? Because I remember that's asking my nika check say primary check.
Yeah, that's like crazy.
You know, someone is so your love for music comes from then when you're still young.
It comes from then. Because imagine, remember, I used to come to a place where Charlie Wayne. So imagine then.
And at that time, I'm not really Wayne teen. Like the lollipop. I think it's the lollipop that is.
I remember people like, yeah, Lil Wayne is a chinchi, there's a chai auto tune, and I'm like, what? I don't even understand, you know. But now when you look at it, then like you could count, oh, okay, music actually had success, I think, impact.
Went through different phases, and also now sort of like inspiration from the different musicians that you see.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, to have actually people like around me that are supporting that, it's a blessing.
It's a blessing, bro.
Yeah.
But it's hard to just get people that are like,
Yeah.
and also Nitefreak also was willing to say, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because best believe there's nothing as demotivating as pushing and no one is recognizing.
Bruh. Yeah, I wonder.
Right? Of which, yes, you can't blame people for not recognizing because no one owes you anything at the end of the day.
Yeah, I always tell people that music, to be honest, and yes, music has always been there, but people don't necessarily have a reason to listen to music.
Yes, they don't owe you that.
So they don't owe you that. So if you see yourself tapping into my emotions, and they're listening to your music, even if it's just 10 people, probably you should be grateful for that. You know?
It's crazy.
So, yeah.
I blind me, man. Tapping into my emotions.
And
the moment,
and
I feel like the moment you get it right, which now your music is appealing to a certain crowd.
Yeah,
I think that's when now you start.
That's when,
you
know,
that was cool.
Murphy has a platinum plaque.
Yeah, bro.
I know.
There's a song that went 4 times platinum.
Yeah.
So just tell us, like, how does that feel? Like, how did you get to that point?
I won't lie, guys. Till now, I'm always like, you know, I'm always, because when you see like usually the top producers that I follow, your DJ Ken and Diplo and etc, when they saying, okay, I got this play, whatever, and I'm like, oh, I'm part of that. You understand? So it's always been like, to be honest, now like it's something that can achieve.
And what's the name of the song that went platinum?
It's a song I did with Holy Ray, with you. It's called You.
And the crazy thing about stories like Lord, until you DM'd, yeah?
Yeah, I DM'd it.
It's crazy, bro. The power of social media.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
You know, DM'd. As far as for others, maybe it might not work, but I DM'd and then boom, by email.
Okay, DM when I was sitting at keep on. My name is Murphy.
Yeah, you know the basic. Hi, how are you? Blah blah blah. I do music. I would like to send beats. And then obviously.
And the response came instant.
Tell them yeah, like it was. Like an hours.
But I'm sure
like
he responds in Kenya, you're going crazy.
No, like the thing is, then imagine we get the email, and then he laughed over crazy when I was like, okay, I didn't have beats because I had 1 beat, and I was like, fuck, which beat can I send now? And then I only sent that 1 beat. Yeah, so
and
now,
like,
this is the
more.
Because I remember MJ was there in the studio when I did the beat of it. So I sent the beat, right? Shout out to Nathan also, because Nathan was the one who said, Murphy, DM damn it, you know. So I said, damn it, let's try the email. I sent it to my manager. I'll say UK. And then I sent that one beat. We sent one beat, and then boom. Out of my emails, because remember when I was with her, she was like, Murphy, you were so lucky because my emails are money. I want to send them a beat like people were sending 3 beats, 4
That's
beats.
crazy.
You know, but when you said one, and then I love that beat. Because we got what a beat, jump into the car and then started writing. That's how she came up with
Shout out Holy Ray.
Shout out Holy Ray.
Shout out Holy.
Holy. Ray.
Ray.
Yeah, but
So yeah,
but that's an amazing achievement.
yeah, big time.
But let's say besides that, what's like the biggest milestone in your career so far?
So far, yeah, I think for me, the Holy Ray one still tops like because
Because also it's a crazy story, bro.
yeah, you know, because another thing is with her, I got to experience a lot of my first. Imagine as I can't play, I've never been to Durban. You understand?
Yeah.
Never been to Durban. I've never traveled so much with like I traveled so much with her, like the whole of SA. You know, going to gigs, meeting Prince KP, meeting a lot of construction boys, have studios, DJ Kanyani.
And I'm sure this time you're starstruck with fun.
Bruh, you know, like going to Major League DJ studio, seeing Okamo. Like I've seen a lot of people in mid up it was, you know. So now when you're looking at it, like, bruh, actually with the you know, Anyad, she really,
She took you to another level, bro.
Yeah, big time, and I'm grateful. I'm super
Because
grateful.
now I'm meeting artists, you're also...
I'm meeting artists, I'm learning, bruh.
And also
Hey.
cutting some chill.
You know, like I'm going to a conference.
Imagine,
as a
after
KP,
walk on
after walk on
I am just flying.
Now I'm flying. You know,
Getting
seeing the
flights.
beach. You know, yeah, bruh. I want
Seeing
like
the
it's-
beach.
Niggas just see the beach.
What about the beaches?
the beaches. I'm joking. I'm Kuruma.
Yeah, I'm a beach.
I will see show.
Kula man.
Kula man.
It's kind of weird and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
Kula
dope.
waves, you
That's
know.
dope. But then
Yeah.
also,
We're still talking
Yeah.
about the beach one.
Nana's my
Yeah.
beach, that man.
Kula man.
Okay, cool. Let's continue.
And it's salty. It's salty. I'm joking, but
I think enough about Murphy and MJ
Yeah.
sings.
MJ sings, craziest thing about MJ sings.
I don't lie.
MJ sings, I'm not lying. Okay, funny thing about MJ sings. But I heard his vocals. The first time I started listening to local hip hop, yeah, the first time I listened to a full body of work, that's it, like from a local hip hop artist, was Ace of Kingsfield. Remember, they have my vocals. Hey, crazy. Remember, they have fast forward. Later on, MJ was during lockdown. That EP.
Soul
Are
and
you
Mind.
in love, huh?
Nam.
Are you in love?
Ngathi la
Are you
remember
in
le
love?
check ngathi ngathi yabona remember le mfuku idinga the day in chat and afuna uzohlabela nje akho iphila
That was
nangilala
powerful.
I used to listen to that EP so many times, bro,
Imagine 3 songs.
but it was
Three
so
songs,
powerful
okay.
because remember wawubona remember le ukubhala yakwani, like he knows
Yeah,
what he's doing,
what he's doing.
even in deliverance. Like I remember le check there's nothing as nice as listening to an R&B music and feeling my emotions, like what he's saying.
yeah.
Yabo ngabona lawo ngani so feel ngani lawo
Ukukhala, so.
uthanda ngani ufuna ukukhala I remember le yahlanya but angeke ngikhale yabona. That's something that I sort of like liked about the music of MJ. But yo, shout out to you, bro.
Yeah,
for that EP.
let it out.
It's not
Let
there
it out.
anymore.
Just
on
cry,
the
let it
It's not there anymore.
He's now a piano boy.
Now he's jumping onto a piano. I saved the problem Kolo dancing on stage. Fuck. Can't remember that shit. But anyway, MJ, bro.
What's up, my G?
Nah, shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, thanks,
You've
bro.
been
Thanks,
making music,
yeah.
and you've been writing music for some people. Won't say the names, but
Yeah.
you've been in the game, bro.
Yeah.
But how did you start? In terms of what I discovered, hey, if voice I'm blind, I can actually sing.
Yeah,
Who taught you
it's-
to remember my quanis?
Actually, at first, because I started when I was about 11. But my experience was different because usually when you're starting out, abantu will be like, yo, bro, your voice is dope. You can actually do this. Mine was opposite. When I started my first presentation at church, I'm a kid. I sang in front of a congregation. They laughed at me. I mean, the whole entire church. You know, it was so bad that I had to jump out in kitchen, and I left. So it took a while, but then that's when I realized, you know, this thing you have to practice makes perfect. The more I started practicing, I started to understand.
So
I started to understand my vocals. So I knew, okay, these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses. For instance, if you are from Zim, we have a way as pronounced Angamabala. It will never sound as good as Ed Sheeran or what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, then just when I was about, because I used to attend shows and just watch other artists sing. You know what? Why am I running away from my own vibe already? I'm the lady. I can do this. I can, write my own stuff. So I started just creating my own original songs. So I think that's what helped me.
That's dope.
But yeah, it's been a minute.
Hey, but that moment as a church, I could have broken you.
You know, funny thing, because I was singing, they had given me a solo part. So there were other singers who were good at that time.
Yep.
But fast forward, none of those guys are doing music. And I mean all of them. Not like, okay, just 10% of them, all of them. So I think it's because they didn't go through that. And the fact that I went through that, I didn't want to lose anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why every project, I make sure that I try and channel and execute it with, perfectionism. Because I don't want to be laughed at again. You see?
I thought I was blind.
Yeah.
But Kula, which musicians did you look up to?
I won't say look up to, I'd say listen to. Because at that time, I think it was Abo Ringo. My dad used to listen to a lot of Soul Brothers. And I thought they were cool at that time, to blow up like, the way they wore their shirts and all that. That's where I started imitating the t-shirt theme. Usually, but Jimmy, but because to me, because I used to watch those guys a lot. I'm like, oh, this is Darava playing, in Lavo Tuku and Love More as well.
That's Love More.
And Asha as well.
It's not having lava, dude.
So exactly. And funny thing, maybe if you've ever listened to the first song that I dropped, our story, there's something that because I used to listen to a lot of Ash.
Okay.
So I learned how to structure a song. It always starts with an intro. And his intro is to tell you how a song starts. So that's why my first song maybe is that part where I'm like, let me tell a little story about how love began. Yeah, babe. Boom!
That's crazy.
Because there's certain ways where you realize, oh, this is how you execute. Whether you want to be a sexy guy, you want to be, okay, now I want to go traditional. You go back and listen to okay, how do I tap into the traditional vibe? That's
crazy, bro. That's dope.
Yeah, it's been a process.
It's been a process. But what I love most about it is the fact that now when you started looking up these guys to question yourself, what makes this guy this amazing? What can I learn from them? You didn't check the entire style, but you're influenced in a way by how they were carrying out their shit, which is crazy dope, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for that shit, bro.
Yeah, man. We're always learning.
Like
you say it before. I listened to that guy from that EP. He's now on my piano.
And you're evolving. And it's a sign that you're evolving.
Because for you to grow, you need to always keep on learning. Keep your ears on the ground. Yeah. Because we would have been ignorant to just say, my piano is making waves. It's just gonna die off. But we realized, this sound is actually doing something. So like, maybe how do we do it, but do it differently than those guys? Yeah. And that's why maybe my piano was slightly different from like what was popping at that time. Those people were like, is it piano, Afrobeat or Afro-tech? That's because we wanted to do it different.
Okay. But I'm sure also by the time when you're jumping, I'm not sure to look because what's his name? There's this dude who sings, man. Xmile.
I actually met him. I met him with Star Bright. We were a competition.
Okay.
So I remember because in the connected, like my room, we were on top of the tree. So I was sitting on top of a tree and just racing. This guy
Shake that with Bulari, man.
Shit, this nigga's gonna take my money. So yeah, that like, yo, bro, what's your name? It's like, I'm Xmile, and you get this tour and come yo, Michael Jackson. I'm like, shit, this nigga's gonna check my mind. So, like, are you from Kozasiarar?
Oh yeah.
Like, are you from Edge? He's like, I'm from Bulawayo.
Like I'm from Bulawayo too.
So from that day, we started just connecting, such as our bangan. Because to me, I was like, you know what, if there's something special about this guy, I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna learn, and whatever he does, what's cool, I'm gonna learn. Whatever I do, that's cool. He's probably gonna learn from me as well.
Learn from each other.
Yeah,
you didn't see like I may be competition. Let me distance myself from this guy. In as much as competition.
At first, because, I mean, this is a sport. At first, because there were some shows where we'd perform together, and I go up, I do my thing, it goes up, I'm like, shit, crowd is going crazy. Because it's a sport. So, I'm like, you know what? While I'm also learning from him, I need to also figure out what will make me shine as well.
Yeah.
Because at that time, people were saying, you guys sound a bit similar and all that. So that's where I was like, you know what? If my strength is writing, I'm going to make sure I write a song that pops. It's talking about love with child. Remember. Yeah. But shout out to him. He's an exceptional artist. And I think we really need to put him on.
Yeah.
As the city, as the country as
He's
well.
been, bro. He's been singing.
Yeah.
He's been.
And you mentioned something about songwriting.
Yeah.
MJ, you've written a couple of songs. Is there one that actually stands out for you that you say this is my best work so far?
You know, it's like being a parent and having kids. They all impress you in different ways.
But you always have that favorite kid.
There's a song that might be special to me, and the audience will be like, this one is weak. So it's hard to really say this, because if you look at the music, all these songs have introduced me to different people. I met Umefi through the first song I did, Our Story, because Nathan, his brother, heard the song, and he told me about me. That's how we started talking.
Nathan, bro.
Nathan is the
Shout out Nathan.
Shout out to Gorilla.
So same as Umla we started to get to know me from, let's say from A-Save to that EP. So I think they're all special in different ways.
That's true.
But to pick the one, that's tough.
But khona ngoma yakho enyo ayibhalayo maybe one wapho ngibhaba nje yazi kulo muntu MJT at times if you are talented you can just sit maybe bored vele but amana pho let me just write something ngithela ba ku reply WhatsApp amajita akho akudingi you are just lonely so watch everything awula into okwenza abawula ma guest and you're like let me just write something.
I think that song
ayikaphumi
it's a bedroom guys. Nice iphumile guys, you know. Okay, this is a song remember at a group, but right now I think I'm all the songs have done what they're supposed to do. So to pick one would be to also discourage the other one. So I think they're all doing their purpose right now.
Shout out.
And if there's a special one that's gonna come and hit us with that 1 billion viewer. Then we can be like, that's a special one.
I like that, bro. That's dope.
That's tight. And now let's talk about Gang O.
Now you need that. Gang O. Special moments.
No, but wait, before we get to Gang O. When Alomefi, how you guys ended up working together? I mean, you guys have done ngoma Karo.
Karo.
That's a banger, bro. I mean, Lina, connection in to say, yo, listen, check. When we are bulala my vocals, we are bulala ukubhala. Mina ngiyabulala ngeproduction. Let's work together. Where did it come from?
The thing is that I knew MJ from like listening to Ingoma, like Our Story through Nathan, and then Nitefreak also knew MJ. You know? So I was looking for MJ. you know, when you're starting out, you're like, "Hey, beat little maybe might what MJ might try this." At that time, start proper what the sound so I kept on sending him hip hop beats. Kept on sending him master type beats video, and I don't know what happened. I think there was a time I called him. I was like, if possible, so fast, while he was busy talking, and I was like, yeah, well, the creative.
Yeah, he's just being humble.
Yeah.
He's being humble about the story. Because I went to his place, I'm like, Brian, those beats, nothing I trip, you know, I'm not into like.
Wait, it was your first time interacting together?
Yeah, no meeting.
No,
meeting, like
because
yeah.
we used to talk. I think it was on Facebook or
Yeah.
So then I met him for the first time, make it. Then I'm trying to explain the sound. So he had plugged his laptop.
Remember, Ben is cooking something.
So I'm trying to explain Afro pop kind of beat. In 10 minutes, it's like, oh, okay, something like this.
He drops it.
Like this nigga just did this in 20 minutes. Because I remember I had him pull my gibo. As soon as I figured so there's a guy I was working with, the manager at the time. I called him, I'm like, yo, bro, there's this guy that I just met, Joe Perry beating in 20 minutes. He's like, you're lying. I'm like, no. Like, I remember.
I played good.
Yeah, I said for that, but a week after, I was like, yo, check it, boys. I told you, this nigga is crazy.
Yeah, shout out to DC, Tracy Patrick. Yeah, he's the one player with cuteness and stuff. He's been a help big time.
Shout out to
DC.
Not him Tuli.
Yeah, man. So after that, I had MJ just right. Wait, that was open to you, yeah. So after that, man.
What's the name?
Yeah, you know, you
music.
need to go and test waters. I was doing music.
What type? We're writing, we're recording, or
actually, because that time in Kamba, we just finished with Dreamstar, that competition. So I nothing Kamba straight.
Tell me competition okay la all wins all win nine. What period on what level?
The Star Pride one I had to actually because I was at school at the time.
Oh,
and,
that's crazy.
Then I went to Dreamstar. I was part of like the top 5. So that's when I was like, but obviously he gave us some steez. I know. So the funny thing, I just went there because it was around November, December. I just went there just for holiday. Then figure there's a show as I told her to go and perform it. And that's so from that show I connected with some other guys who worked at Sony. So those guys heard the song. Like, oh bruh, there's no way you're going back. You need to stay here. Then we'll work out some stuff. Yeah.
He stayed.
That's a story for another day. That's good.
What to hear is a story. What to hear is a story. I told me
it's a documentary. You know those? I blew it. When you blew 20K. It's a documentary.
No, but I don't know. I think it's you or someone told me that there's someone from SA that you worked with. Someone popular.
I was.
What's his name? What's this guy's name? But these days music is pop. I think you should call him. What's his name? Donald.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I was working those guys, they used to. Because I mean, this is Sony, so they would connect you with so many people, and I had already worked on my album with these guys. It was crazy, but then with contractual issues.
Okay.
Because part of the contract saying it's only benefiting the label side.
More than you.
Yeah. So I ended up just dropping the whole thing. Because they had secured everything. Permits, what. But then the contracts. Yeah, that was an option. That was an option I considered. Lamen first, I was like, oh, this option is good.
Yeah.
I just take that advance
something,
and do my own thing. But then, remember, in a foreign land.
Yeah.
And the contract is against you.
No, but contracts like when I'm sure you've signed contracts too.
Yeah.
When you're signing these contracts, do you have people that have like legal knowledge to say, yo, listen, contract layer before you sign it, let me break it down for you.
Yeah. For me, we ended up getting a legal lawyer.
But it was later on.
it was late, but it was still effective.
You already signed.
No, but it was still effective
Okay.
because
Yeah,
we hadn't
give you like
like
a period.
went through a lot of things.
Okay.
Because I hadn't even taken the advance and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, but the fact that I had recorded,
Mm.
the content was now theirs.
Ah, fuck, bro.
So yeah, I was.
So right now
fucking
the songs,
yeah, the songs are there.
the fire, obviously.
Maybe it's
yeah,
yes,
I mean, I was still excited about life and the game, so they were fine. But it was a learning curve because I didn't know that there are people like Murph who can do all these things in-house.
Mm.
Because, bruh, just demos of my album costed about 150,000.
So imagine.
I'm supposed to pay that back. I didn't know. We haven't spoken about, okay, the final product, mixed, mastered, packaged.
Kuma nge-demo la.
That was probably gonna take $1 million. And for
Yeah.
me to pay back that, so stories like Kontava, we don't see them in that perspective because the label, Yabizu Mef, Murphy, when okay, Martin Murphy, if he says 5, they say Murphy say 20K.
Then they take the other shit.
You can't fight that. You don't know Murphy. You don't know what they say, bro. You pay for things like tea, lunch. You're thinking it's on you, but I think, I'm looking at tea.
Yeah, must tell me that's a cup.
Do you want tea? Yeah, put cake as well.
We can tell them
So many butter. Yeah, well, so it was a learning curve.
That's fucked up.
It was a learning
Yeah,
curve.
it is.
It was a learning because before that, I thought music is just make a song, blow up, perform,
Push it, make money.
boom, life is good. Nigga, after that we started learning. We know what publishing is, copyright is, distribution. We're learn. So now I think we're safe.
You
We're safe.
unfortunately, you had to learn obviously the most fucked up way.
Yeah. Hey, bruh.
It was
'Cause
fucked up.
Imagine when Zim.
Because also Konoko it can make you like just tip out and say,
Yeah.
fuck this music shit.
Because when Zim and news was spreading. Because imagine I'm in SA and I'm getting people DMing me on Facebook. Yo, bruh, where have you been signed? You popped, my nigga. You've made it.
What's a clapping for you?
Who's telling these guys? Because remember, bro, I just came from Dreamstar where I was a finalist. Everyone knows this nigga made money. People are saying, oh, these guys are doing China tours. Or, remember, he's popped. Coming back home is no longer a good option.
Hey, no, you can't come back.
Yeah.
Who get a shit?
Because I called him, boy. Bro, so are you here for how long? How many weeks? Like,
I'm back home now.
Weeks?
I remember I texted Kelvin at first. Like, yo, bruh, hey, good time for that.
R.I.P. Kelvin.
So who you so it's like, bruh, I've been there before. Come back home. There's still something that you can do back home.
At
Like,
least.
for real. It's like, bruh, that's something that was away here. Yeah, well,
Zafunda.
yeah.
Hey, that's crazy.
It was deep.
Yeah.
It was deep. It was deep.
Yeah, but it's necessary.
It's growth.
Yeah. At
Because
one
who,
point,
who knows like where you would have been
yeah.
if you had gone that route.
You might have popped.
Yeah.
Yes, Winsan. It's like also, I don't know how it is, bro, with like labels. It's the same thing. It's still about Tambano, about empty. There's so many artists that you. This guy when he was popping,
Yeah.
he had everything that he needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't blame them because remember, this is a company.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
It's-
It's an investment.
There are
They
people
want
who
their
there are
money.
people who work for the label.
They
They
need
need
to get paid.
Get paid, yeah.
And they look at the books and they're like, bruh, that for us to really get paid.
My lessons are so.
Cut now. Edward is not looking at his books.
It's in the studio.
We might as well just chow from Edward.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and Lati, because
man.
now it's gotten to a point where it pisses me off. Okay, we know ambitious is a dead zone. You can't step on that label. But there are thousands of artists
That need.
who are busy submitting their
submitting.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, like when you look at it, everyone still wants to pop. You understand?
Yeah.
Because now, imagine the world where independent artists are still popping, but at the same time, other people they don't know social media that much, and then thought maybe people like Ntawa said to buy. When, for my understanding, Ukai doesn't know much about the music business side.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Velela maybe kaya or something. Yabo.
Who blind? Remember,
Hey.
never
Never slave
One
it,
dog
just
is a bit
very
zonate.
cholo, cholo, yabo.
Who's
Eh,
a Xavier?
But then, figure they much which is the flashy life. Maybe they even give you an apartment.
Hey, and
If you're now thinking, bro,
and hoes, bro.
hey, you know, hey, bro, now imagine you're checking out a chat with tape and one girl, you're like, ha, that thing about 20 car. Yeah?
Don't
Hey.
worry,
But
Hey,
don't you
then-
think this is because in terms of us being educated,
Yeah.
the label is not gonna educate us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not
This is where artists come in and are supposed to be honest.
Yeah.
Because if we say, bruh, we're still gonna be blaming the label, then it's gonna keep on. It's gonna be a pattern.
No,
Yeah.
But now
I
if
feel like
artists,
you can't blame the label.
Yeah.
You can't
Because
blame him.
the label plays a positive role to
Yeah.
some extent.
Yeah.
because the label,
You
Yeah.
popped.
remember,
You popped,
You
yeah,
popped
but it's
because
what
of the
you do
label.
after that.
remember that in these contracts,
Yeah.
me contract time is also finally Gamla.
Yeah.
If Mla has a bit of knowledge, his contract is gonna be different.
Different.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so I think now this is where we're like, okay, guys, if there's someone like Kunta or there's someone like woo, how do we start educating these
Each other.
guys?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to educate each
Because
other.
me now, if I pop and I start lying about my success, yo, bro, I made it this way. I need to be honest, bro. Tina, we grinded. Murphy walked. Murphy did this.
Yeah.
So that liable was it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy.
And to understand
Yeah,
that it comes with the price. Because there's some kids that look at superstars, they're like, maybe
It's
it's
just,
one of those.
Yeah.
just one of those.
Yeah.
Just made a
It's like
song
if you
and
know,
sell it out.
I know, trying overnight success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, there's some people that go through that, but then there's some thousands, millions of people
Yeah.
that have to suffer for that shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But also, I think we need more knowledge on how to handle the business
the
side.
business
Like,
side.
it's like the conversation that we normally have to say, in as much as maybe Edward is not dropping music, it's not his fault. Tina, people that are part of his team,
Team, yeah.
should be able to research and say, Edward, now dropper, music, this is the roll-up plan that
Yeah.
we have.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Because the artists, in as much as the artists want them to be hands-on with their stuff, they can be hands-on in the studio. But when it comes to the business side, maybe vele umuntu udala, lo muntu abedala pha.
Business
But
side,
ekwazi
business
kunjani
wise.
ukubhala music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uthi vele
I mean,
uthi
this
vele
is
bangamnika i-contract laphana vele isikhiwa bengasizwisisi. Yena ukuhamba lapho kumele fire khona
And
i-6.
that's how they kind of like tie you down those contracts, because one word might mean you're
yeah,
there
it's
for
broad.
life. You
It's broad.
understand?
It's broad.
Yeah, so that's why I think education.
You know
like-
one word that I do know that almost destroyed me. Recoup. It's like, what the fuck is this? Nigga, you know the only time you hear a word that's called coop, ngabo coupon. Recoup. I went online. I'm like, what's this word? I'm saying, shit. This means that they're gonna be taking their money back. And already was assigned because they're saying you're contacting my numbers. There's so many numbers. that You think it's easy. Imagine they're saying, okay, bro, you're getting 10% of 100,000 physical sales. Like, physical sales, 100,000, it's easy. You're forgetting MJ when you've got 2,000 followers on Instagram. Who's gonna be buying these physical copies?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, so it's knowledge.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
Let's switch it up a bit. It's like nasesikhala la.
Yeah.
Gang on.
Nasesikhala la.
Oh,
Game
man.
on.
Gango.
Gango mda.
Kangu.
How did Gango come to be? Gang.
Kengo.
Kanti vele membonana la ithatha ngaphi la. Hey now.
Oh,
Amani. Shout out to Amani.
shout out, man.
That's my brother, man.
Thingamala nje kona yethu. Hey
Hey
now.
now. I see you standing in this
I remember that it's like it reminds me in a voice to listen to country music.
Yeah, I used to.
Kunomasalwana lo member lawo ethi upopo sidoli party.
Dolly Parton.
Lenye member so. Lenye member la epopa futhi. So it
beautiful.
reminds me of those things. Check remember
Yeah.
it's coming through with those vibes. But I know it works out. I'm like shit.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, Kengo. Okay, Kengo, funny story. The name first is King or it's Gango, basically.
Let's check
We're
out.
actually having
Yeah.
Gango. We're having
Yeah,
Gango because, like,
yeah.
imagine this. I think it was the first time us having Gango. Yeah.
That was the first time you had Gang.
Yeah. First time having Gango, and then
Tell you what?
This
That
last
was
year,
last
last year, yeah.
First
I
time,
never.
Man, first time
Imagine.
having Gango together. Oh.
No, we mean together.
Together.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Oh, we want to
Oh.
But what he was it with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we're having Gango together. It's Amani, Itaku, Kyla was there, right? Yeah, Kyla, MJ, forgot someone else. And then, so, we're just playing around like, do you know where Chikubu, and the name Chikubu came from, right? Taku is busy making jokes. And then
I
we
just said lies. He was like,
You know how to
Yeah, you know.
he's a corporate liar.
jokes, bro.
So, and then Taku and I, we started talking about Gango. We're like, it's a game of meat. It's a game of meat.
That is so parang.
I imagine soap.
You guys are.
But
you
we're
don't
full.
drink.
Yeah.
But it
Never.
was convincing. I mean, game of meat. And you look at the dish, you're like,
This
sure
makes
makes
sense.
It kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
go here.
So, and then I don't know what happened. And then we just, people like just cause woman at the end. They're like, what about if we create a group called Game On, whatever. I was like, I think we just spoke about it briefly, but we didn't take it serious that time. And then a few days later, that's when we went to record the music. We were actually going to Amani's session. I was doing music for Amani. And then Amani, when Mutesha he writer's block, he felt to write one on one of the beats that I done. And then Taku was there. Taku was like, no guys, you can't let this beat just go like that. And the first one was
Take it easy.
I think it was Take It Easy. Yeah, so imagine we're just there, and then we start, creating the music.
MJ, are they also chilling in the cut?
When say boring. When you sup, because I was hearing the beats.
Yeah.
The moment the rebels get
Because the crazy thing is that day, earlier that day, I was with MJ and Amani in the car. Amani jumps out, so MJ started playing with this other beat that I wanted to do a song for Koloi. So MJ starts, their woman, like these other girls passed, and they started checking us out. We're not in our car, we're in car, Amani.
What
And we're
car
like,
is this?
okay,
What car is
now we're like, MJ, we start to woman, like, and then MJ, we are just spreading Goma about the car.
Yeah.
You understand? Then from there, MJ is fast,
Clap by the meme.
I kept by the style doing Koloi.
Hey, Koloi.
Vroom, vroom. I don't even know.
it's so funny because we're enjoying the song Z2.
Z2.
As I record.
As I record.
I'm about to a busy Z2.
Vroom, Koloi. And like a 2 minute sample beats. And then we're vibing, Aman is out there. Then he comes back, but at that time we didn't think we were going to put Aman, and then you did the other songs, and then the same day we're like, Amani got this other song. Then we put Amani on the song. Don't know the rest.
Let's make it a.
Because we recorded all songs the same day.
Hey, that shit fucked me up. I didn't tell you to
Yeah, we recorded all songs same day.
Same time.
Five songs,
Right. Just
Well,
freestyling.
just freestyles, man.
See what's in your heart.
Like Tico. It was Tago when I woman are there just singing lies, and then MJ polished it up.
I feel like Taco is one of those guys that also wanted to be part of the gang.
No,
Maybe drop some
actually,
vocals.
this is the fourth meme.
He's the fourth meme.
People didn't know because most of the ideas
Yeah.
would come from Tap.
Okay.
In terms of like how to execute the visual work, how to penetrate in such spaces. That's how important he was.
Shout out Taku. Shout out Taku Zino.
Drop out.
We need you on the
Podcast.
Yeah, man.
on the pod, bro. We need him in Kyla.
He's strong.
Yeah.
You
we
know,
need him.
he's got so many philosophy. You know why they made that pool that way.
You see now?
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, get more the rest, man.
But that was a beautiful project.
Man, that was a beautiful project, bro.
Crazy, man. That project.
Shout out to you guys for making that project and putting it out. That was dope.
I'm proud. I can say that's like the best Amapiano project
Local.
from Zimbabwe.
Nah,
Is there another one?
we don't know, man.
There are some.
We don't listen to it.
I don't know.
We don't listen to it.
I don't know.
But
I don't know if
I can confidently say that's the best. Out of
a full project.
yeah.
But I've heard like some
Singles,
Some
yeah.
singles,
some
like
ones
that are
and twos.
like that Diamond Boys thing. Kuda Kwash is a banger, boy.
For my
No, but I saw you complaining about it. What is lockdown? What is it?
Oh, it sounded wrong.
For that particular song?
Yeah, no, not that one that you like. When there's another one that Jago is on radio, I'm like, no.
No, but I get Murphy though, because it's like when you're tapping into hip hop, first you need to study the culture.
Yeah,
Like go deep and understand. Okay, what makes this genre tick and what's making them go crazy. Without the log drum sharp, you'll be playing.
Because as much as on Kengo, yes, I was fusing my genre, but the thing is, I had to still stay in that lane, like there's only one Pom song, I think, but the rest were like, okay, there's one with Kyla, Monica, that song Monica.
Shout out Kyla, hey, she has crazy vocals.
Amazing.
Hey, guys, can you get us Kyla on the pod?
Yeah, I'll call it.
I'll
call it.
Is it promising?
It can be promising.
It can be. Hey, come on.
With Kyla,
Kyla,
she's
if you
been,
want, just put it.
Kyla, shout out Kyla Black.
Put two beats on the table.
But I'll talk to you. So yeah, like with that one, we did Afro beats, but fused with my piano. Right?
That's dope.
And then for Koloi, Tito, and Take It
my
Easy.
favorite song.
That's an amazing song.
It's a
Did you
very
check me
emotional
out?
Song. What part empty? Nah, you came through.
Did you check me out on the video?
Remember there's
I saw you looking like a bed.
Nah, it is.
You know, funny thing about
Hey,
it.
hey,
Looking like a bed.
Funny thing about it, Murphy played the beat like shit.
What?
This hits.
It was an
But
old
then,
beat. That's
but
okay.
then,
Yeah,
That was
very
already
old.
Yeah.
there in the.
the archive.
Yeah, like man.
but then we didn't know.
Like, let me
Amani,
pull it.
we didn't know how to really jump on the beat. So Murphy Lotaku, they're busy. Hey, oh, they're busy humming the melody. I'm like, this sounds fire, man.
Let me.
I know what my chins. I see try and say, so.
So everyone there, if Taku, Amani, me, Mching, all vocals are there.
That's dope.
In the chorus, we all sing.
Oh, Chuck is there.
Yeah, everyone. There was the one
come on,
shouting.
guys.
Hey,
Shout out,
Shout out.
I'm hoping he's getting paid.
Getting some royalties.
He's getting some royalties.
Yeah,
Because
so
for me, that song is very emotional.
That's
And also,
amazing.
dope visuals. I don't know why you guys had put Edward in the song. Looking like a paid bitch.
No, I
know how it is.
look clean.
He looked like a paid bitch.
yeah, in every church you need
look
an
like a
usher.
20. I don't say 20s J2.
But anyway, shout out, bro.
Yeah.
You want them to do the
The-
kind of Blake, Gemma, Table 5,
let's-
10, ASF.
Let's just try and let's talk about relationships. Then.
Yes.
Why
Yes.
you-
Edward likes relationships.
He
bro.
likes
No,
relationships.
no,
You never.
we want to get to know these guys, huh? So
You wanna get us dumb?
No, they won't.
don't.
Yeah.
You
No,
guys are
I know. We
superstars,
we just want to know like simple stuff like have you ever smashed a fan, MJ? Have you ever smashed your music?
Divine fail.
Have you ever smashed in the studio?
That's an obvious.
While playing your beats.
That's my second home. That's my first home. So I'm not even second.
What type beat you made was quiet?
That's a cheat code.
If I play my piece, I'm very awkward. No, man, I was playing some good music, some awkward. But yeah,
MJ, have you ever smashed after a show?
After a show?
Have you ever smashed like? Have you ever like gotten maybe an idea for a song or smash? Deep in it, boy.
That's where they all come from. No, I mean, for you to really execute something, you need to be there. You can't talk about poverty when you've never been poor before. You know, you need to be there.
So
you know,
oh yeah. So it's that.
No. That was him. He was probably in that the day before. Because me and I had written that song, but I didn't know how to bake it. So I wanted to tell you, I'm love you, one. Like, okay, what do I put in there? Singers busy saying,
Fuck, let me tell you.
nigga, just put this. I don't know what he was going through the day before.
yeah, man,
Maybe it smashed in the studio.
Obviously, bro.
The same studio where I recorded.
Because he was growing, I was like,
Crazy.
yeah, that's another crazy EP though.
But-
Cheated the same day.
What I want to
Sounds
ask
like,
is do you think your career somehow affects your relationships with women?
With women.
We
like
Murphy.
that.
For me,
Both of you.
ah, oh man, like, yeah, obviously there are some insecurities in a way. Like, of course, if you're dating someone, umuntu was okay, you're in music, you go clubbing, DJing actually, not even clubbing, DJing clubs, and they're not there. Maybe traveling to Harare, SA,
go to SA,
different places, Big Falls, etc. But then obviously they'll start, sounds they will think, maybe this person and my friends, etc. because of what they usually see on TV and the stories that they hear. But I think sounds is just trust based on trust. It's okay. Do you trust your person?
I'm gonna cheat.
No,
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
one
No.
Came in
Let's say,
smooth.
let's say maybe not in this relationship, but
Just
just in general.
just general.
I didn't cheat.
Crazy. No, but
Yeah.
because I think also it takes discipline. Because I mean,
Yeah, discipline.
I mean, Jackie, remember when I get chapa, I must sit like, I'm sure I was going to answer against. But
I won't lie, man. Like, there's some clubs where you jump out and then girls are like, you're now my favorite DJ. Then you have to, discipline.
just
My
go.
temptation.
Yeah, I won't
that
lie.
moment, but
Like,
you have to decide that it is now because influenced by different things, yo.
yeah.
Uthi
Like
isuka
for
lapha
me,
liya ngaphi.
yeah, for me,
Uthi la futhi
I
ugcineni
drink
ukudla,
milkshakes when
you
I'm
know those type
teaching.
of-
Java milkshake when I'm
I'm
teaching.
with
So,
So
the
many
thing
So
is-
pumped up.
I know, man. Like for me, lucky for me, like even when I started doing teaching, like the people that I had in my life, they taught me the whole club life. Especially shout out to Nitefreak again. He told me like, bruh, you need to go out when you're still young and see what happens in clubs so that you make a decision for yourself. Like, what thing also humble one, So another thing is I'm always trying to run away from this bad news where like, hey, after 10 years, so told Murphy, hey, raped you, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But you didn't even rape, you understand? So,
Yeah.
and yeah, another thing, man. For me, I'm in a good relationship. So,
Hey.
this whole vibe, man. So, yeah, man.
I am lying.
Yeah.
When I gave time.
I'm done. Let's say our next question.
Asha.
Asha is a monk. No, like for real. Have you guys ever seen you the girl in public?
No.
Have you ever heard that I'm dating the
So you're not smashing or anything.
No, I am. But here's the
But I'm
thing.
just keeping it.
Here's the thing. We need to understand that to other people you're different. You're probably a role model. a public figure. So as much as you're like, it's not gonna affect my career, it is. Because if I'm not there and the girl is doing something stupid in public, then I would have to explain. But yeah, probably with time,
So,
I'll get comfortable
yeah, when you're ready, bro.
with being
When you're
public
ready.
Yeah.
about, hey,
Yeah.
Shout
I'm
out,
with
bro.
this girl.
Shout out,
Shout out,
bro.
yeah.
For
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. When you're ready, when you're
Kumele
ready.
usiphathe into lana sibespraysa.
But yeah.
Angama gunshot.
No other engineer's gonna put.
No, but for now, guys, I think is there anything?
No, there's nothing. I think
Yes,
we've
okay.
tried.
For us now, before we shut it down, we'll just have. I will give you two artists.
Yeah.
Then you just tell us which one you choose and why.
To what?
Just
Just yeah.
Just,
You know?
just choose.
Wait, just yeah. Why?
That's
choose,
deep
or maybe,
in a-
okay, maybe it's an artist that
Bro.
you like to work with. You know what I mean? Those type of
it's
things.
boring.
Yeah.
Smash or pass.
Remember, like relationship.
Me a relationship,
Bado.
bro. Okay, you go pass.
When you Twitter rako, and Twitter rako no hide.
You're hiding it from the world.
No, you know what? We say work with. That's
Sabona.
too easy for me.
Sabona unuzasithola umhlaba.
It's too
Yeah,
easy for me.
it's up to you.
It's too easy.
It's up to you.
First things first, you niggas have been in the music game. You probably listen to different genres. Local,
Yeah.
Holy 10, or votes.
Huh?
I'm going to choose
Ah,
a fling for. I'm joking.
That's
Because
a
the
tricky
problem,
one.
the problem with those two, for me,
That's a
I
tricky
like both of them. Bro. They
like
are
both of
good.
them.
Bro. They are, I won't lie. Like they, for me as much as some people say, hey, Voice is copying Volley10 is copying whoever, but I think they got different,
They-
vibes.
yeah.
Yeah,
they're different.
for me,
Are they
I
pop
think with
fuck
me,
with them
I
niggas.
Cause-
connect better with faults.
with votes?
Votes.
like
I
you
think
said?
for now, in terms of like the music that is
music
putting
content,
me
yeah,
up.
yeah.
I'm connecting better with folks. But shout out to both of them. They're killing it.
Are they
Big
are?
time.
Yeah.
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 Big
So
time.
votes, Murphy.
I said Blink 4.
I've
Yeah, I'll
is
play for
crazy,
you.
bro.
Guys,
It's crazy.
yeah,
But
yeah.
between the two, yeah, I think I'll still go with Holy Man. Because the things on my DJ sets, if you've listened, it's mostly, quality. Because of the bangers also. But votes, I like it, man.
Jeje Treba no real.
That's my one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like how he performs.
His performance was.
Performance is
The
crazy.
first time I saw him perform was one line, even 2 lines, bro.
Yeah, the
The
crowd
whole
is
crowd
just
is
singing.
just singing. Votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Shit, we need that on our scene.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Alright. Chema Tamimo.
Don't ask me that.
What? Guys, to what?
okay, musical. Who does it for you?
For MJ, even smash or pass. Which one?
Smash your
Which
pass
one?
music.
Which one would you smash? For MJ.
This one is easy.
Security.
No.
Secure the pay.
At the Xmile,
I secure the peg.
I want to secure a good line for my kid. You know,
You want
different genes
yellow
combined
phone,
together.
you know.
I'll go with Chema. I'll go with Chema.
Musical.
Both. I think both. Probably C.
Boy, you have to choose one.
Huh?
You have to choose
No, I mean musically
In
and
smashing.
getting it to be, you know. That Mrs. Sings.
For me, it's crazy,
That's
bro.
tricky.
You can't.
What's crazy?
We know.
Yeah.
We know.
What's crazy?
No, the thing is that
Yeah, you've worked with Gemma, right?
I work with Jim.
You worked with.
I really want to work with Tim. So it's really crazy.
I really.
You know,
I really want to.
Yeah, I mean,
But
there's a
if-
day she liked the feature. There's a day she liked the feature. I was like, yes, I'm coming. You know? So, but hey, all right. I worked with Gemma, man. So I think for now I'll go with Tim.
Yeah, since
Yeah.
you've worked with Gemma.
Yeah, I
so-
mean,
so-
I think
but,
I'll go with Tim.
you're still going to work with us more.
Yeah, with Gemma.
With Gemma, 'cause,
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Because
I
Me
don't
and
know.
her are going to be coming together.
the kids.
And the kids, you know.
Yeah,
Some Sings family.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And then locally, me or Kyla play.
Again, to what?
Musical. Hey, bro, it's not about smashing. Musical.
I know, bro. I'll go with my girl Kyla, bro.
Why Kyla?
Why Kyla?
Besides your relationship, but judging off
Kyla,
the music.
like I think for me since day one, like her versatility, like she can jump on any vibe and the
She
way.
can fuck it up.
Yeah, I mean even the songwriting, you know, I relate to her music better, you know.
MJ.
You guys are putting me on.
Which one would you smash?
I definitely get it. Stop making him a thought.
No, he's helping me out. He's helping me out. As soon as you see this, then you never know.
Yeah, but you don't know the opportunities I'm opening for him, you know.
No, I think it'll be. I've worked with Kyla. I think it'll be cool to work with him. You know. Yeah. Again, I'm also securing the bloodline.
Shout out to you.
I've told her,
That's
you
smart.
know what, I see me and you know.
Go with Mimi.
Sings kid.
With Mimi.
Yeah.
Maybe the M stands
Oh, you've
for
told her
Mimi.
before.
Mimi Che.
I do things intentionally.
Alright, guys. Fuck. Before we shut it out, when Murphy's going, what do you want to leave the world with? What do you want the world to take away from you?
For me, I think mostly for like the kids in Bulawayo, mostly like even in Harare, everyone you know who's starting into anything that they're doing that's got art in it, like chase your dreams. You know, they should chase their dreams. Like especially actually parents also. I think this goes to parents mostly because parents should let their kids also explore other things, other gifts that they got. You know?
Bro,
Yeah,
right.
if it means, I told myself, when I get a kit, I'll buy a freaking piano, I'll buy chessboards, etc. I'll buy everything so that the kid knows what they want,
like.
you know. Or maybe some, you never know. Some will just pick up maybe the piano or maybe be good at computers or something, you know.
Some might just
Yeah,
pick up
man.
the phone and do Instagram.
You know,
Yeah,
maybe you'll be
yeah.
influencer, you know, you never know.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like I think for me is to leave to imprint chase your dreams, chase after your dreams, man. For
That's
me,
crazy.
I stopped school, yo. I never went back to school, you know.
Fuck, is that
Yeah,
like
man.
never
Yeah, the only school that I went to was the driving lesson. But, you know, but after that, man, like, I'm like,
I'm done.
I'm done. For me, I'm not saying they should go to school. You know, I always encourage. Like a lot of kids actually come up to me, Maybe I want to learn this. I ask them, are you in school? etc. I also want them to also have that. You know, because music is tough, man. I won't lie. For me to also let me dress nicely or whatever, and I had to go through some stages. You know, some kids may not make it.
Yeah, for sure.
Some may, you know, but end of the day, I think the trick is push after your dreams. You know, even if at least if you can be a doctor and get money, it's
Go for
way
it, bro.
easy. You know, yeah, man. If you get money, sponsor whatever you like. You know, because there will be a certain age where you can't work, and then you look back and you're like,
Fuck, I
what
could
did
have
do?
done that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what did I do in my 20s or whatever.
Yeah,
So yeah,
bro.
That's true.
yeah, man.
MJ sings?
Hey, man. I'm gonna live love and positivity. Shit. Bro, the world is going through shit, bro. Just a bit of love makes the world better. I think that's why I've tried to always just make my music to be centered around love.
Hey.
You know, we deserve that. You deserve it, man. You
Deserve that.
you deserve someone who loves you.
I've got a lot.
You get it?
Yeah.
So you need a catalyst to spice up the relationship. That's MJ's music.
Shout out MJ Sus.
Shout out Murphy
In the words of Natty O.
Shout out Creatives Online.
Spice.
Shout out my boy Edwin there.
Yeah.
Shout out K Coop in all black.
Even though he wasn't
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Shout out TK.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out Chair.
Shout out to Sound Culture.
Shout out some culture for holding it down.
Happy heavens.
Happy
Yo.
Heavens. Yo,
Shout
support
out my
Happy
girl,
Heaven, you know?
yeah. Shout out. Shout out
the
Wishes.
sponsor for this week. Yeah.
You
know,
can
shout out.
sponsor us, guys. We're trying to buy equipment.
Okay. Before we leave, guys. Since you know, the YouTube streets are mine. Edward, Kyla Black or meme. Let's go, man.
Musically.
Music.
Just.
Just. It's a tricky one. That's a tricky one.
It's a tricky one.
That's a tricky. Kyla.
Nah, let's go.
Mimi or Kyla?
Yeah.
Shit. I haven't really listened to a lot of Kyla. I haven't really listened to a lot of Mimi. Mimi ngalalela was an EP.
Yeah.
That was my shit.
Yeah.
You know?
He
Kyla Black also.
He loves Bambelela songs, huh?
Not even Mimi's
What are you holding?
not even Mimi's song.
She has a song like that.
Oh,
Yeah, she has a
That
song
is
like that.
favorite song.
She has a
Bambelela.
She has a song called Bambelela. And I fucking like Kyla Blake's vocals. Crazy story about Kyla Blake. Kyla Blake ngama sisemncane.
Oh,
When she used to hang out labo
Megatron.
Megatron. Yes. And back then I didn't know that she could sing. So when I heard her sing for the first time I was mind blown. So I fuck with them both. But I still need to listen to more of their shit, you know.
Yeah.
Because Kyla Blake also has that, you know, she has that Elaine, sexy.
Nah, stop justifying. Last one. Winky Tio Chapreza. Let's go.
Winky, bro. Winky, bro.
That's a tricky one.
Winky, bro. Winky.
Yeah, Winky.
Winky, bro. Winky, bro.
Except for Poinino.
Oh!
Our dad.
It's off. Alright,